The Plymouth HEMI Cuda is one of the most revered muscle cars in automotive history. It represents the pinnacle of raw American performance, aggressive styling, and unrelenting power. Emerging in the golden era of muscle cars, the HEMI Cuda was not just another high-performance vehicle. It was a statement of dominance on the streets and drag strips. With its limited production numbers, monstrous engine, and unmistakable presence, the HEMI Cuda continues to be a highly sought-after classic, commanding record-breaking prices at auctions and maintaining its legendary status among enthusiasts. Introduced as the high-performance version of the Plymouth Barracuda, the HEMI Cuda first gained recognition in 1970. The third-generation Barracuda, built on Chrysler's new E-body platform, was a drastic departure from its earlier A-body predecessors. With a wider stance, lower profile, and aggressive design cues, the new Barracuda was built to compete with the top-tier muscle cars of its time. The HEMI Cuda stood out as the ultimate version, designed for those who wanted the most extreme level of power and performance. The centerpiece of the HEMI Cuda was the legendary 426 HEMI engine. This 7.0-liter V8 was an engineering marvel, originally designed for racing applications before being adapted for street use. Rated at 425 horsepower and 490 lb-ft of torque, the engine's real-world performance often exceeded these factory figures. It featured hemispherical combustion chambers, which allowed for better airflow and improved efficiency, giving it an edge over many competitors. With dual 4-barrel carburetors sitting atop an aluminum intake manifold, the HEMI Cuda had an unmistakable presence under the hood. The powertrain options included a 4-speed manual transmission with a Hurst, pistol grip shifter, or a 3-speed automatic. The manual transmission models were particularly revered for their visceral driving experience, allowing drivers to fully engage with the car's power. The HEMI Cuda came equipped with a heavy-duty Dana 60 rear axle for maximum durability and performance. With the right gearing, it could achieve quarter-mile times in the low 13-second range, making it one of the quickest cars of its time. One of the most defining characteristics of the HEMI Cuda was its aggressive styling. The car was available in a range of bold, high-impact colors, including Plum Crazy, Lemon Twist, Tor Red, and Sassy Grass Green, each designed to enhance its street presence. The optional shaker hood scoop, mounted directly to the engine, not only added to its menacing look, but also served a functional purpose by funneling fresh air into the carburetors. Wide rear tires, muscular fender lines, and blackout grille elements made the HEMI Cuda an unmistakable force on the road. Inside, the HEMI Cuda blended performance with driver-focused comfort. The cockpit featured bucket seats, a center console with wood grain trim, and a rally-style instrument cluster that provided all the necessary performance readouts. Despite its muscle car nature, it offered features such as a premium sound system, air conditioning, and even power windows, making it a more refined option compared to some of its competitors. However, for those who wanted a no-frills racing machine, stripped-down versions with minimal options were available, reducing weight and maximizing performance. The HEMI Cuda was not just built for the streets. It had a strong presence in drag racing and motorsports. Factory lightweight race-prepped versions were created for professional drag racers, featuring stripped-down interiors, reinforced chassis components, and even more powerful engine tuning. The HEMI engine's dominance in NHRA drag racing helped solidify the Cuda's reputation as one of the most formidable muscle cars ever built. Despite its incredible performance, the HEMI Cuda was a rare sight due to its high cost. The HEMI engine option alone added a significant premium to the Barracuda's price, making it an exclusive choice for those who could afford it. As a result, only a limited number of HEMI Cudas were ever produced, further increasing their desirability among collectors today. The combination of limited production, unmatched performance, and aggressive styling makes the HEMI Cuda one of the most valuable muscle cars in the world, with pristine examples selling for millions at auction. The oil crisis of the early 1970s, combined with increasing insurance costs and stricter emissions regulations, led to the decline of high-performance muscle cars. By 1971, the HEMI Cuda was nearing the end of its production run, and the muscle car era itself was beginning to fade. The discontinuation of the 426 HEMI in streetcars marked the end of an era for Plymouth's high-performance machines. Decades later, the legacy of the HEMI Cuda remains as strong as ever. It is one of the most iconic muscle cars ever built, with a cult following that spans generations. Restorers and